What's up, guys? This is Despitefitness, and I want to do a fast video. This should be pretty quick. Fair warning, it is potentially kind of a remedial bit of a video, so some real basic advice that maybe many of you will already know, but some of you will not. And so I think for that purpose, there's some value here. And to get right into it, what I want to talk about is something kind of specifically to develop your chest, right? So especially among males, chest development is kind of a thing. A lot of guys want to develop a bigger, stronger, more powerful looking chest. And one of the ways to do that is to kind of develop the interior or the middle of the chest so that there is some mass and some divide between the pecs. When we do that, obviously the pecs look much bigger, much stronger, and it's kind of very aesthetic appearing. And so one way that we can do that is with some flies. And so I want to go through quick and describe this, and then a little bit extra tip to get a little bit extra out of it, so that you guys can kind of get the most out of your movements. And so getting right into it, what you'll need is some dumbbells, right? So right here I just have some 30s, and for the chest fly, what you want to do is, it's easy if you have, especially if you start going a little bit heavier, have the weights on your knees kind of like this, balanced. And when you roll back, you kind of kick your knees up. It'll help you get into place a little bit better. So big breath and roll. There we go. So now we're in place. Have the dumbbells, and what you want to do is, it's good if you can touch them, right? And so with a slight bend to the elbow, right? Not a huge bend, but a slight bend to the elbow, right? Down so you feel that stretch, and then back up, okay? Now, to get a little bit more out of this, it helps if you kind of touch the bottoms of the dumbbells and squeeze that chest together. And what you want to focus on is almost as if you have like a pencil right here in your chest, and you're going to squeeze a pencil. Or it can help if you have a training partner. So training partner, help me out here. Just stick a finger right below my pecs, right? And so what you want to do is try to squeeze that finger, right? And so if you do it like that, I'm going to sit up now. If you concentrate on the movement and you focus on that contraction and that squeezing of the pecs and kind of squeezing a pencil or squeezing somebody's finger, it really helps kind of develop that mind-muscle connection to what it is that you're doing, right? And so as you squeeze that, one way that you can get a little bit more kind of development out of the bottom of the pec is by bringing the bottoms together. And by doing that, even as you just sit, if you just sit there in your chair or wherever you are right now, if you just kind of feel that of squeezing the bottom part together of the bottoms of your hands, squeeze that together, you're gonna feel more activation kind of at the bottom of the pec. And so that's something that you can do to get a little bit more pec development, develop those pecs, make them a little bit more aesthetic, and kind of build up that center so that you have kind of a more aesthetically pleasing appearance to your chest. So that's something that I did for quite a long time when I was younger, kind of more of my bodybuilding phase. But something like that can be super, super helpful in the development of your pecs and make them look bigger, more full, stronger appearing. Now, one last thing that you guys can do that is kind of like above and beyond this is, aside from using dumbbells, right? Dumbbells are great, and dumbbells are wonderful when doing these chest flies. Kettlebells are even better. And the reason why I say that is because when you hold the kettlebell, actually, I'll have a kettlebell right here. All right, so that kettlebell, when you're performing that fly, it sits on the outside of the hand. So even at the top end of the movement, it still wants to pull your hand out. So you get a little bit more contraction at the top end of the movement than you do even with the dumbbell, because the dumbbell is sitting more center mass in your hand and is not kind of on the outside. And so you'll find that if you do some flies with your kettlebells, you get even more kind of contraction at the very top, especially because you have to fight that much harder to get the hands together and get that contraction, get that full squeeze. So kettlebells are a really, really great trick to doing those chest flies and getting more out of your chest development. So I just wanted to talk about something super simple, super quick. For those of you that are out there that want to get a little bit more development in your chest, especially in the center, and especially kind of toward the bottom to create, you know, a more shapely, aesthetically pleasing chest. Those are 2 tricks. One, like I said, kind of pulling the bottom of those dumbbells together, and then 2, using kettlebells. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop in the chat box below. I will respond. I appreciate you guys continue to support me in the channel with everything that you do. It means a lot, and I just appreciate your continued support. If you haven't subbed up yet, I wish that you would. And remember, guys, no matter what it is you think you can't do, like create massive, super amazing, sexy, powerful pecs, it's never going to happen if you don't get in and train despite. You're either going to find an excuse, you're going to find a way. And I hope that you guys continue to find a way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.